Hello everyone and welcome to this mini-series on cloud solution architecture. My name is Zoran and I am Senior Cloud Solution Architect. Drawing from the years to hands-on experience, I guide you through what the role of the cloud solution architects involves and how to approach solution design. Using a structured 7-step methodologies, this video series consists of 7 parts, each focused on one methodological step. We'll begin with the first video, understanding business objectives and requirements, and wrap up with the 7th step, continuous monitoring and improvement. The first video is more theoretical in nature, while rest are based on the real-world project scenario for official company called Zoran Trend Retail. Throughout the series, we'll go over diagrams, including network data flow diagrams, demonstrate what your documentation should look like, and review landing zone scripts to support a successful cloud implementation. So let's dive in the first video. Let's define a cloud solutions architect. This visionary professional designs, implements, and manages cloud computing strategies for organizations. As masterminds of cloud transformation, they ensure seamless and beneficial transition of data and application to the cloud. Beyond planning, they innovate by integrating AI to enhance system intelligence, security, and efficiency. Cloud solutions architects, as architects of the digital age. They create blueprints for cloud infrastructure and AI models that enhance system intelligence. By translating the business needs into technical specifications, they ensure solutions are scalable, secure, cost-optimized, and enriched with AI for predictive analytics, automation, and superior user experiences. How do cloud solutions architects achieve their goals? They adhere to a structured methodology to design, implement, and manage cloud solutions effectively. This process ensures alignment with business objectives, security requirements, and operational efficiency. Although specific steps may differ across organizations, the core methodology comprises 7 phases. 1. Understanding business objectives and requirements. Identify core business goals and develop preliminary cloud strategies to support them. 2. Cloud strategy and planning. Create a detailed cloud adoption roadmap, selecting suitable services and models to achieve objectives. 3rd, proof of concept (POC). Validate proposed solutions through small-scale implementations, demonstrating feasibility to stakeholders. 4th, solution architecture design. Craft scalable, secure, and efficient cloud architectures that meet business requirements. 5. Implementation and migration. Deploy solution and migrate data from legacy systems to the cloud with minimal disruption. 6. Optimization and governance. Ensure cost effectiveness, regulatory compliance, and optimal performance through best practices and governance. 7. Continuous monitoring and improvement. Regularly assess performance metrics to implement updates, enhancing reliability, security, and efficiency in an ongoing process. This methodology follows a logical sequence from understanding business needs to planning, executing, and maintaining cloud solutions. In practice, steps may overlap or iterate, ensuring adaptability and continuous improvement. This was a brief overview. Now let's explore each step in detail to understand the actions involved. Step 1. Understanding the business objectives and requirements involves exploring the organization's core goals. We identify the company's unique ambitions and determine how cloud technology can support them, ensuring a comprehensive view of how cloud computing integrates with the business vision. Let's dive into the methodology steps. To execute the first step in step 1, understanding the business objectives effectively, engage stakeholders to collect business goals, technical requirements, and constraints. Stakeholder engagement is vital for initiating and planning cloud projects, requiring detailed interaction with various parties to gather comprehensive data that shapes cloud architecture and implementation. This begins with identifying stakeholders divided into internal like executives, IT staff, department heads, end users, and external like cloud providers, vendors, regulatory bodies, or customers affected by the solution. Each group brings unique needs and expectation to the cloud project. Next movement in step 1, understanding business objectives, focuses on understanding business goals. Engage with executives, department heads, project sponsors, and decision makers, such as the CEO or board members, to clarify the company's strategic direction. Conduct one-on-one interviews or group workshops to explore business objectives thoroughly. Pose questions like, what are the company's strategic goals for the next 3 to 5 years? How can cloud computing support these goals? What outcomes are expected from cloud adoption, such as cost savings, agility, enhanced customer experience, or compliance? Are there specific initiatives that cloud adoption will support? How is success measured for these initiatives? Why are these questions essential? They transform the cloud solution into a strategic asset, driving the company's success for years to come. This approach ensures the cloud architecture addresses immediate needs while enabling future ambitions. For instance, strategic fit aligns the architecture with the company's long-term vision, justifying investments and demonstrating how cloud services advance goals. Future-proofing design solutions that are scalable and flexible to support growth, innovation, or new business models, such as handling multi-regional compliance for global expansion. Prioritization focuses on critical aspects, like emphasizing DevOps practices and CI/CD pipelines if accelerating product development is a key goal. These questions align the cloud strategy with the organization's broader objectives, fostering stakeholder consensus and guiding technical implementation. For example, prioritizing customer experience may necessitate low latency, high availability cloud services, influencing choices in cloud regions and redundancy. Compliance goals require selecting providers with specific certifications or implementing data residency policies. A business focused on customer experience might invest in premium services despite higher costs, while a cost-conscious business may opt for lower performance to save money. If the CFO seeks cost savings and the CTO demands performance, you can propose a balanced solution addressing trade-offs. For agility, emphasize cloud services that accelerate feature releases to gain development team support. These considerations highlight why these questions are critical, tailored to each business case. A valuable approach for cloud solutions architects is to analyze existing business strategy documents if available. Review strategic plans, annual reports, project business cases, and vision statements, which often contain explicit or implicit goals that cloud solutions must support. This analysis provides a comprehensive understanding of the business's direction and how cloud technology can facilitate its journey. Very important movement in step 1 is gathering technical requirements. That is a critical task for a cloud solutions architect. This process involves systematically collecting, documenting, and refining a project's technical needs. Why is this essential? Technical requirements must align with business goals, directly supporting objectives. For instance, if the goal is to enhance customer satisfaction, Requirements may include ensuring application responsiveness and high uptime in the cloud. Technical requirements are vital for several reasons. Cost management. They influence the cost structures, enabling financial planning that aligns with budgets and identifies optimization opportunities. Risk mitigation. Requirements reveal risks like data security, compliance, or integration challenges, facilitating proactive management. Design and architecture. They guide the cloud architecture design, determining service choices, deployment models like IaaS, and patterns like microservices versus monolithic. Stakeholder satisfaction. Aligning the technical solution with business needs enhances post-implementation satisfaction. Performance optimization. Requirements ensure designs prioritize scalability, performance, and reliability. Change management. Understanding the technical landscape prepares organization for cultural and operational shifts during cloud adoption. How are technical requirements gathered? Start by creating a detailed inventory of existing systems, applications, databases, and infrastructure, collecting performance metrics to benchmark against future cloud performance. Conduct workshops and interviews with teams. IT discusses architecture, dependencies, and challenges. Developers share practices, tools, and cloud needs. Operations provide insights on monitoring and support. Business units identify how technology can enhance processes or customer interactions. Analyze business processes through process mapping to understand workflows and technology's role. Ensure compliance by identifying requirements like GDPR, HIPAA, and security needs. Address scalability and performance by discussing growth plans and defining expected performance levels. Evaluate integration points to determine how systems will connect with the cloud services. Finally, assess data requirements, including volumes, types, access patterns, and special handling like residency encryption. Next movement in step 1, understanding business objectives, is identifying constraints and is crucial for aligning cloud solutions architecture with real-world limitations and expectations. Constraints are the boundaries within which a project operates. In cloud architecture, these include financial constraints, such as budgets for migration and ongoing costs, time constraints, including project deadlines and urgent business needs, technical constraints like legacy system or incompatible technologies, human resource constraints, such as team skills and availability, compliance and legal constraints dictating data handling and storage, performance constraints requiring maintained or enhanced SLAs, operational constraints involving current practices and support structures, and geographical constraints addressing data residency and disaster recovery needs. To identify constraints, follow these steps. Financial constraints. Discuss budgets with finance or the CFO, use cost models to estimate expenses, and analyze ROI to guide decisions. Time constraints. Collaborate with project managers to define timelines and consider business cycles affecting implementation. Technical constraints. Document existing system, assess compatibility with cloud solutions, and evaluate vendor dependencies. Human resources constraints. Assess team skills, identify training needs, and determine staff availability. Compliance and legal constraints. Review regulations like GDPR. With legal teams, ensure data sovereignty and plan for audits. Performance constraints. Examine SLAs and benchmark current system performance for cloud expectations. Operational constraints. Understand change management and adapt support structures for cloud operations. Geographical constraints. Select data center locations for latency and residency compliance, and plan for disaster recovery. The process involves stakeholder interviews, documentation reviews, technical assessments, prioritization of constraints by impact, and regular revisits to account for evolving constraints. Workshops and meetings. Conduct requirement gathering sessions with stakeholder groups using interviews, surveys, or brainstorming to collect comprehensive data. Develop use cases and scenarios to illustrate how stakeholder will interact with the deployed system. Documentation. Create a stakeholder map detailing each group's influence and interest. Maintain a traceability matrix linking business goals to technical requirements and constraints. Record meeting minutes, decisions, open question, and action items from stakeholder engagements. Feedback loops. Iteratively validate initial designs or proposals with stakeholders, adjusting as needed. Prepare for evolving requirements as business goals or project insights change. Risk identification. During requirement gathering, proactively identify risks related to stakeholder expectations, regulatory shifts, or technological limitations. This critical step ensures project success. For example, consider the risk of legacy ERP database incompatibility with Azure SQL Database, a technological limitation. An outdated on-premises Oracle database with custom extension may not integrate seamlessly with Azure SQL Database, risking data loss, performance issues, or application failures without significant refactoring. Such risks can lead to project delays, increased costs, and operational challenges. Cultural and organizational fit. Evaluate how the cloud solution aligns with the organization's culture, change management processes, and operational norms. Prioritization. Due to constraints, not all requirements can be addressed immediately. Collaborate with stakeholders to prioritize requirements based on their business impact, cost, and urgency. And that was all in this video. See you in the next one, Strategy in Planning.